All right, folks, I'm going to walk you through what happens when you lose your Ford Pass app connectivity, I guess you could say. Um, I had earlier on lost the connectivity. In other words, when I saw my car, all I was getting was, and I reloaded everything because things disappeared on the Ford Pass. I couldn't remote start it with the phone. I couldn't lock it, unlock it, all that good stuff. I lost everything. Uh, Not sure what happened, but that's how it all worked out. So I just got off the phone with the Ford Pass folks, and we went through a bunch of steps, and I got it figured out. He did mention that certain Android phones and certain levels of program or types of phones may have a problem with this system, but apparently it doesn't have a problem with the Motorola Force Z2 or whatever phone this is that I'm doing this video on. It still works. But I did have to jump through a few hoops to go through all this. First of all, I had to take the Ford Pass app, uninstall it, and then re-log on and everything and get all that stuff done. That you guys can pretty much figure out. The Ford Pass app you can download at Google Play and do it. And then I had to remove the vehicle. So I removed the vehicle, and then I took and put in the VIN number again. Okay, now here's where everything gets fun. So I'm going to explain this as I show you the screens and everything. Now, I know the sun's out, but one thing I had to do was go to settings. And I went to the general settings, and you had to go down and you had to do the master reset. That was one thing that we had to do. So we went through and did the master reset. So you have to wait for it to go through. And then once it goes through all that, then you have to click yes and all this other stuff to confirm that you want access to it. So you can't check no or cancel. You got to check yes and move on through that and through the master reset. I'm not going to run you through that process, but it's pretty self-explanatory. First of all, it'll have a bunch of circles going around and around on the screen, and then eventually the screen will go dark, and then it'll come back up with the Ford logo and start reloading everything for a master reset. Now, at that point in time, I had the Ford Pass on, and I did not have any, as they say, activation on there. Went to the Ford Pass, and we went and hit the activation, and nothing happened at that point. So after we went through the activation, we went one step further because we weren't getting anywhere with it, because on my phone, the Ford Pass app was not activating. So he then said, okay, let's take it one step further. And we went and we turned the engine off. And then after I turned the engine off, I had to open my car, have the door open, and then I had to hit the lock and then the unlock and wait 10 seconds. Once we waited 10 seconds, we then shut the door and then went and started the car up again. The screen came up. Then after about a minute or two, I went and checked my Ford Pass app, and my Ford Edge showed up on there. And you'll see this location data. You said okay, but after I did that, then all of a sudden the Ford Pass app showed my car, showed the remote start button on it, and the lock and unlock features, and everything was restored on the Ford Pass app. So that is it in a nutshell on how I did it with the customer service and the technical assistance and walking through all this. But that is what achieved my reconnection to the Ford Pass app on my phone, so that I can unlock the doors, start remote start, and track it and do everything that I wanted to do. So I hope that this helps you out in determining and troubleshooting your Ford Pass app. Well, folks, that's pretty much how it all ended up working out. I'm happy. Everything works now, and I can now, to my wife's, she doesn't like it when I could tell her I could track the car. But anyway, I can do the mileage and everything I need to do on it and track it, and then I can remote start it and do all this other stuff that I, had lost for a while. So again, master reset of the whole system was required, along with that little tricky lock and unlock thing. And then, with the door open and all this other stuff. So I guess if you wink your left eye and move your right foot and then flick your nose at the same time, everything will work out in the end. But that is my experience, folks. So hopefully this helps you. Remember, like, subscribe, join, all that good stuff. My fee at the floor today, and I'm having a great day, and I want you to have a great day too. And by all means, support me. Watch the videos, subscribe, and that's the payment. Help me out, watch them, and everything will go great.
Thank you for watching MACT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Go production.